my fellow Americans. Tonight I want to speak with you about our nation's unprecedented response to the coronavirus outbreak that started in China and is now spreading throughout the world. All over the world we're seeing the devastating impact of this invisible killer. And so tonight I want to update you on the latest steps we're taking to fight the disease and what you can do to help.
Mas o que tínhamos que conter naquele momento era o pânico, a histeria e, ao mesmo tempo, traçar a estratégia para salvar vidas e evitar o desemprego em massa. Assim fizemos, quase contra tudo e contra...
I feel like dying. I want you to know I wanna come home.
My name is Scott, I'm from England and I'm a manager at a cinema.
My name is Caroline, I'm from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, and I'm a university student.
My name is Connor Howard. I live in California in the United States, and I currently work as a service coordinator at a tire selling place, and I'm also a full-time student on top of that.
Last time I checked was the 24th, and we had the 24th of March, and we had 2,553 people infected and around 52 deaths.
As of March 25th, 2020, there have been 63,744 confirmed cases of the virus, with at least 897 dead. And in my personal state alone of California, there are over 2,800 cases confirmed.
I'm not entirely sure. I think there's about 700 people who've died, and maybe 10,000 who are infected. But that's just from the top of my head because I don't really know.
I haven't gone out of my house in actually something around 13 days. We're actually not allowed to go outside, mostly the elders. And since Friday of last week, we're all in like compulsory lockdown and social distancing, like social lockdown. And so I haven't gone anywhere, talked to anyone besides the people that I have contacts online, my parents, and yeah, I actually haven't seen my father in some time because he's a pilot and he's not being able to come home yet.
Well, I'm not allowed to leave the house anymore unless it's for essential things like food or medicine, or things like that. So I'm on day 3 of being stuck in my house, and also I can't even go to my job anymore.
For one, the major outbreaks in the United States started happening over what was my personal spring break from college, and I happened to be out of California and in Colorado with my significant other for the break, and returning home was essentially returning home to just this huge shift in everything that had happened. There's barely anyone outside right now. I personally just got the notification today, as of March 25th, that my hours as a part-time worker would be completely cut, so I'm probably out of work for who knows how long.
I think there's a lot of people who aren't taking it seriously, because I still see a few people like walking around outside. I mean, they could just be going for essential stuff, but yeah, I don't think many people are taking it seriously.
People seem very unhappy. There's two versions of it. There's the people that are unhappy with the president, and there's people that are unhappy with the measures to keep the coronavirus low. The noises that are going on right now, you can hear. This is a daily manifestation people are having every day at 20:30 my time. People go to the windows and start hitting stuff, making noises and screaming. They want the president gone. I think it keeps going for around an hour every every day. Yeah. There's the trumpet guy every day, too.
Currently, I am living on my own in a 2-bedroom apartment. I have one other roommate, but my parents live about 2.5, 3 hours away. And depending on the situation coming up, I might have to find a way out of my lease and start living with my parents again, just so that I don't have to worry about rent and food anymore.
Once Italy started being like crazy on numbers, we were right behind Iceland at the time. So Brazil had something around 50 cases. Iceland had something around 59 cases. I remember checking every day. And we just, like, we took a little bit to react. This little time that we took to react actually made numbers go very, very, very wild. People were still going to work. Kids were still going to school. So there was like a very big amount of numbers because we're around 7 billion people in the country.
As a citizen of California, I am somewhat happy with how the state of California has been reacting to the situation. They've been putting plenty of restrictions on travel, on citizens allowed outside, closing down establishments, doing all kinds of stuff, trying to keep their citizens educated on what's going on. The Bay Area was the first area that was majorly hit with cases and was ordered to completely shut down. They tried hopping on it as fast as they could, and I feel that the state's doing everything it can to try and keep things under control. But that kind of reaction varies greatly depending on what state you're in, since it's individual to each state government.
For a while, they didn't really do much at all because they were like trying to test if something would work, but then they realized that wasn't the right choice. So then they slowly started to close down more and more things, and now they've gone with this lockdown thing.
People are not going out normally whatsoever. Of course, it depends on where you're at, who you're speaking to. You have a lot of people who are being dumb, and they are going out on their normal schedules, doing their normal thing because they don't believe it's real, or they're in denial. But there are plenty of people who are making the right decision and staying inside, and if they do go out, their behavior is extremely different.
Well, I don't really know because I haven't been outside since the lockdown happened, so I haven't really. The most I've seen is like people walking past my house. They seem to be going as normal.
The elders. The elders are. We've been running memes and jokes about like having to tie them down because every day there's a balcony in my house. I look out the balcony and I see elder people just walking freely. And it's not that walk that people keep distance and stuff. It's like it's a normal day. So you don't see people like my age or younger outside. They're most kept at home. But you see a lot of like older adults and elders outside.
All of the schools have gone to a full online system as far as colleges go. Our public schools, some of them have gone some online, some of them don't have that option available to them and have simply shut down. It also depends on what state you're in. School
is being 100% online. They call it semi-presential. It's a mess. It's a mess. They gave the professors the freedom of choosing their platforms instead of unifying it. So most of them don't even know how to use like internet and stuff. Like most of them don't even know how to turn on the projector. And the same people were very, very, very problematic with like internet. And I think that people forget is that here, like, it's not a poor country, but it's an in development country, and it has a lot of. It's not equal for everyone, so you can't expect that the same person who goes to school with you has a computer, has a webcam, has a microphone. But because some people don't have like computers, some people don't even have internet at home, they're just not showing up to school, like to classes.
Work is so only people with like essential jobs that can't be done from home are going out to work. People who have essential jobs but can do it at home are doing it at home. And the people like me with non-essential jobs who can't do it from home just have some time off work. I'm not entirely sure about this, but what I'm aware of is that they might be paying people 80% of what they usually get paid, to try and make sure people don't lose their houses or things like that.
And it's been pretty weird. It's been really hard, and it's definitely going to be really rocky, especially for this first few weeks. But hopefully, the schooling system should be okay, and hopefully, we should be able to recover for a minute in some way, shape, or form. Work, on the other hand, is a completely different thing. Work in tandem with campus has been reacting pretty well, but that's because the campuses have reacted really well. If you're looking at pure raw workplaces, though, that don't have the option to convert their employees online, one of those cases, of course, being mine. I work for a tire place. That's not something you can do online. They've lost employment. If they have employment, they've lost hours. Originally, it looked like I would just lose hours, but I straight up have just had all of them cut now, because we don't have any business, because there's no one out. It's just been that bad.
Stay home. Please. Don't go outside for stupid reasons. Don't think that because you're young, you're just, oh, I'm safe because I'm, I don't know, 18. You're not. A lot of young people are dying here. Like, a lot of young people. So, wash your damn hands.
Shit's whack, yo. I don't know if you can use that, but that's all I got.